What's going on, everybody? Andrew, life of an agency owner. very late on this episode. Last week, absolutely awesome week. I was in Austin, Texas for MotoGP. Had a great time. One of my favorite events of the year. I love being at the racetrack. I love the smell of the race fuel. I love the sound of the motors. The people were absolutely amazing. We had an awesome team. So everything MotoGP related was absolutely stunning. And I think that kind of parlays into, obviously it was a lot of what I did last week, so a huge part of today's episode. But our events are coming back. Have been back. It's going to be an awesome summer. I'm very much looking forward to everything picking up. A couple things I learned at Circuit of the Americas, which where we were at for the race. People are looking to connect. People are looking to get involved in community again. I think it's awesome to see. It's something that this is the first year where I saw a lot less hesitation for. You had people come in from all over the United States. We doubled our, I don't know how much I can say, but you already know that word, but we've grossly increased our ticket sales. The attendance of the event was out of the roof. People traveled from further distances. So I think globally, maybe, people are more willing to gather, more willing to come out and experience. I think that's going to be huge over the next couple years. Hopefully it just continues to improve and get better. As a business, we're continuing to improve and get better. It's been funny. We've been kind of stacking up events last minute or semi-last minute, which just kind of is the way it is. We're hitting playoff season for both the NHL and the NBA, so a couple things coming up for that, which is going to be great. A couple watch parties that we're hosting for a client, as well as some possible new opportunities for influencers. So very excited about those opportunities, expanding as well, moving into new states. Again, very excited about that. I think that goes to two things. I think relationship building, is very important when it kind of comes to business and what we've achieved with that particular client, as well as being able and being willing to go an extra step without nickel and diming. I don't really know a good way to put it, but just doing the proper work because that's what's required, not because of that's how you make money. So I think we've taken a bunch of extra steps to help improve our product, to help improve their process, to kind of make a collaborative effort for collaboration to be more fluid and a lot easier. I think that was 7 buzzwords in one sentence, but whatever. Marketing landscape is obviously getting torched right now. You had the Bud Light campaign that has received a bunch of backlash from its loyal consumer base, or I guess the consistent consumer base. Super interesting topic. I think we could kind of go into it 1,000 words or less, or 1,000 words or more. You can talk about where society is right now. You can talk about, are we trying to be fair to everybody, or are you trying to be fair to your group of client or a group of individuals? Are you representing a brand, or are you representing an ideology? I think there's 1,000 different ways to split it. I think the hard part is I don't know if there's a right or a wrong way to go about it. I think for better or for worse, we live in a city-state, or we live in a country where we are led by capitalism, so you do have to follow the numbers. If it's not making money, then it's not working. So I think at the end of the day, from a marketer's perspective, that's the end-all tell-all. To a degree, again, another caveat, what are you willing to change to quote-unquote make the world a better place? And is your version of better what's best? So if I was to conduct, or if I was to instruct a client on a campaign that I felt was outside of their traditional landmark or traditional slogans, I would probably bring up the aspect of what you want to achieve, go back to goal setting. Are you here to provide a group of individuals, whether that's large or small, with comfort, ability, I guess the right word would be viewership, or the viewing themselves in the brand? Or do you alienate another group of individuals? based on trying to steer a ship towards positivity. You know, I think it just kind of goes back to goal setting. Someone brought it up, you know, this is something that Nike could have done, a similar campaign to what Nike has run in the past. But when you kind of come to as the CMA put it, or the CMO put it, a fratty beverage, you know, is that hard right turn necessary, worth it? Is it better for you, your brand, and what you're trying to portray? So, you know, I think it kind of goes back to just goal setting. What do you want to achieve? How do you want to achieve it? Is it aligned with your brand values? And I think those are kind of where it needs to stop. I think the brand, if it was to act as a person, should live on its own, and it should, you know, have its own creative emotions, creative feelings. This guy parks his motorcycle in the dumbest ways every single day. Whatever. So, you know, kind of goes back to the brand values, the core values of the brand. So that's what I would advise if your brand is designed, or if your brand is rooted in, you know, creating, you know, messages that could be controversial towards a goal of betterment of society, then that is the case. I don't think that's the case for every brand. I don't think it should be the case for every brand. I think that there's a group of individuals that buy and follow for certain reasons, and I don't think all of them are necessarily for the quote-unquote betterment of all of society, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't think that's a good thing. So just kind of goes back to core values and what you want your brand to live on and what you want your brand to believe in. So that is going to do it for today's episode. Hope everybody has a wonderful day. For all my 420 friends out there, happy 420. Get after it. For all my space and aviation friends, hopefully we get a SpaceX launch today. And yeah, let's get after it. I'm gonna try and get this up pretty quickly because I'm pretty far behind. Hope everybody has a wonderful day. Talk to y'all later.